Good morning, everyone, and thanks for tuning in for another episode of SmartFoxTV. Remember, if you do like our videos, please subscribe.
Have you ever heard someone describe themselves as INTJ or ESTP and wonder what was the cryptic sounding letters and what did it mean? What these people are referring to is a personality type based on Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. Myers-Briggs Personality Type Indicator is a self-report inventory designed to identify a person's personality type, their strengths, and preferences. The questionnaire was developed by Isabel Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, based on their work with Carl Jung's theory of personality types. And today, the MBTI inventory is one of the most widely used psychological instruments in the world. This began with Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter, Isabel Briggs Myers, in the United States in the early mid-20th century. Briggs became inspired to research personality type theories when she met Isabel's future husband, Clarence Myers. She noticed he had a different way of seeing the world, and this intrigued her enough to start a literature review to understand different temperaments. Now, Carl G. Jung published Psychological Types in 1921, and Briggs read the English translation and saw similarities between their ideas. However, Jung's theories of personal differences were much more developed. So Briggs and Myers thought Jung's work was so useful, wanted to make his ideas accessible to wider audiences. So based on answers of the questions in the inventory, people are identified as having one of 16 personality types. The goal of the MBTI is to allow responders to further explore and understand their own personalities, including their likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, possible career preferences, and compatibility with others. No one personality type is best or better than another. It isn't a tool designed to look for dysfunction or abnormality. Instead, its goal is to simply help you learn more about yourself. And the questionnaire itself is made up of 4 different scales. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? This category deals with what stimulates people. Are you the kind of person who gets pumped up to be busy in social situations, or are you more fulfilled with reading a book? Extroverts respond to external stimuli, being around a large group of people, for example, whereas an introvert are stimulated internally by reflection, toying around with ideas, and analyzing an interest train of thought. Number 2, do you sense or do you intuit? This category deals with how you gather your information and learn. So some people rely mainly on the information at hand. They look at facts, concrete details, tangible data. They are mainly focused on wanting to know things and getting to the bottom of the answer. Much like Joe Friday, they want the facts, ma'am. Others prefer to look for connections between ideas rather than nailing down facts and are more interested in the bigger picture than the nitty-gritty details. These fall under the intuition category. Number 3, would you consider yourself more of a thinker or a feeler? How do you make decisions? Do you analyze all the data at the hand exhaustively, write out pros and cons, think logically through a problem, or do you go with your gut, let your emotions be your compass for a situation? Number 4, are you perceiving or judging? An easy way to look at this one is to ask yourself how you respond to deadlines. If you plan your work out far in advance and manage to get everything done on time, you're probably judging. On the other hand, if you see deadlines as more of a suggestion than that hard and fast rule, you're constantly changing your work up until the last minute, you're probably perceiving. So there's 16 personality types. Is a great solution for understanding yourself better and being able to indicate where your positive strengths are and helping you decide what career choices you may want to make in the future. The personality test does cost, but there are a variety of tests that are similar to it that are offered for free. So just as a recap, the series of letters are E for extrovert, I for introvert, S for sensing, N for intuitive, F for feeling, T for thinking, P for perceiving, and J for judging. Knowing your 4 letters can help you get more out of life. What type of personality do you have, and what are your 4 codes? Thanks for listening.
Hey everyone, this is Kim, and thanks for joining me for some dad jokes. I had a dream that I was a muffler last night. I woke up exhausted. This is Kim. Thanks for joining me for my segment on dad jokes.
Hi, welcome to SmartFoxTV News. So today I have 2 inspiring stories about students around your age, perhaps, that are doing some amazing things. So first up, we have 11-year-old Evan Bismuth of Bronx, New York. So what he has been doing is he's been going to New York shelters and reading books to dogs as they're waiting to get adopted. So his favorite book that he reads to these dogs is called Belly Rubbins for Bubbins, about a dog who unfortunately finds himself in a shelter but eventually gets adopted. So he started doing this because he believes that all dogs are good dogs and they all deserve to be adopted. And during the pandemic, to raise awareness for dogs who are most in need of being adopted, he started creating animations, sort of giving families an idea of what it'd be like to have a certain dog in their family. And he's continuing to do that because he believes that by bringing awareness to dogs in shelters, he can get them adopted out to wonderful families. Another story we have is a 9-year-old girl who used her dad's iPhone to save his life. So during a hurricane that went through New England last week, many homes found themselves without power. And in the case of this 9-year-old Jalen Barbosa Brandel, her home actually got filled with the odorless but very dangerous carbon monoxide. So because a generator was giving all of this out, her father actually passed out from the carbon monoxide. And the way that Jalen saved him and the rest of her family is she used his phone, which she put over his face so that the phone could recognize him, then got it unlocked and called 911. So now she's being hailed as a hero because she was able to save her family, and thanks to her quick thinking, she was able to get her dad the help that was much needed. So you're never too young to be a hero, whether it be to dogs or to people in your family or people in your community. So I hope you're encouraged by today's news. Thanks for joining us.
This is Kim.
This is Tracy.
Hi, this is Sally.
And thanks for watching
SmartFox TV.
Stay Foxy.